Hi friends, welcome to classes by Lab Doctor. I'm Dr. Divya, and in today's class, let us see how do we assess the sperm morphology. In the last class, we have seen what does a normal sperm look like, how would be its anatomy, how would be the normal head, tail, the mid piece of a sperm. And in today's class, we will see how do we assess this? How do we report the sperm morphology? What are the abnormalities in the slide which we can make out? As we have seen, sperm morphology एक important factor है जो contribute करता है fertility के लिए and उसको ठीक से count करना, उसको ठीक से identify करना abnormal and normal forms को भी बहुत ही ज़रूरी हो जाता है, especially जब आप ये आर्टिफिशियल रिप्रोडक्टिव टेक्निक्स को यूज कर रहे हो. सो असेसमेंट ऑफ दिस स्पर्म मॉर्फोलॉजी थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट होता है एंड इट इज लिटिल सब्जेक्टिव बिकॉज व्हाट one person might feel normal, the other person might feel it a bit abnormal. That is why the WHO has kept the lower limit of the normal sperms as 4%. So only 4% of the sperms, if they are normal also, it is taken as a normal analysis. So what are the different staining methods which we use to do the staining of the sperms? We have the Papanicolo stain, we have the Shore stain, we have the dipstick stain which we use to stain the sperm. So if you see here the slide which is stained, you can see the sperms, you can see the acrosomal part which is pale blue, you can see the nuclear part which is dark blue, and you can see the mid piece which is slightly reddish in color, and you can see the tail which is either reddish or having a bluish tinge. So before we go for staining, we will have to make a smear. So we will have to take some amount of semen and we have to make a wet smear as we do it for a peripheral smear, and then we will have to fix it, and then we will have to stain it. So the slides are fixed with the fixative. We put the Diffvik stain 1 for 5 to 6 seconds. We clean it with water for 2 times and then put the Diffvik stain 2 for 10 seconds. 2 to 3 times it is dipped in water and it is cleaned. So it is left to dry by standing on the slide on the absorbent paper towel. So that is the way Diffvik staining is done. So this is a slide where you can see it is stained, and we can also use Papanicolo stain, and Papanicolo stain slides which we can store for months and years also if it is mounted, and if we store it in a darker place, it remains stable for months and years. So you can see here the head which is pale blue in the acrosomal area, and in the post acrosomal area it is dark blue. The mid piece is slightly reddish and the tail is bluish or reddish. Sometimes you can see in the neck or the mid piece area excess residual cytoplasm which will be stained as reddish pink or red in Papanicolo stain. So this is the slide. Here you will see that this is acrosomal area जो pale blue स्टेन हुआ है, ये न्यूक्लियर एरिया है जो डार्क ब्लू है, ये मिड पीस है जो स्लाइटली रेडिश है, एंड ये इसका टेल है वे थोड़ा रेडिश और ब्लूइश टिंज ये लेता है. सो जो मॉर्फोलॉजी असेसमेंट हम करते हैं तो हमको स्टेनिंग हैज टू बी डन to assess the morphology correctly, and we have to follow strict criterias also. There are various criterias to say that these sperms are normal, these sperms are abnormal. But what are the criterias they follow? They follow the criterias on the head, the criterias on the mid piece, the criterias on the tail. And to classify the sperm as normal, उसको नॉर्मल इन ऑल द पोर्शन, हेड भी नॉर्मल होना चाहिए, मिड पीस भी नॉर्मल होना चाहिए, टेल भी नॉर्मल होना चाहिए, तभी ही वो स्पर्म को नॉर्मल स्पर्म बोल के काउंट किया जाएगा. हेड में एबनॉर्मेलिटी है, टेल और मिड पीस चीक है, तो देन वी कैन नॉट क्लासिफाई दैट एज अ नॉर्मल स्पर्म. फॉर अ नॉर्मल स्पर्म ऑल थ्री structures, the head, the mid piece, the tail have to be normal. We can count at least 400 sperms on a randomly chosen fields, and we have to take the percentage of the normal sperms. How does the WHO classify the sperm morphology? So they say that the head, I've told you the head has to be very smooth, it has to be regularly counted, it should have an acrosomal area which comprises around 40 to 70 percentage of the head, and the acrosomal region should contain no large vacuoles and not more than two small vacuoles. We should not occupy more than 1/5 of the sperm's head. So अगर vacuoles भी रहेंगे, they should be less than 20% or it should be less than 1/5 of the sperm's head. And the post acrosomal region, that is in the nuclear region, there should not be any vacuoles. अगर होते भी है, then there can be a small two vacuoles in the acrosomal area. अगर एबनॉर्मेलिटी के बारे में देखेंगे तो क्या क्या एबनॉर्मल हो सकता है? अगर एक्रोसोमल एरिया ही कम हो गया, then that could be if it is less than 40%, then it is taken as abnormal. If the length to width ratio is larger, then also the sperm becomes abnormal. If the shape of the head is changed, it becomes pear-shaped head, amorphous head, asymmetrical head, non-oval shaped head, then it is abnormal. If there are vacuoles and if the vacuoles are more than 20% or they are contributing more than 1/5 of the head area, or they are located in the post-acrosomal nuclear area, then also it would be abnormal. If the sperm is having double heads, etc., or if there are any combination of this, all would be leading to abnormal head morphology. Similarly, the midpiece. The midpiece should be slender, it should be regular, and it has to be about the same length as that of the sperm head. The major axis of the midpiece should be aligned with the major axis of the sperm head. This is normal. So अभी abnormality क्या हो सकता है? वो head से thin हो सकता है, thick हो सकता है, asymmetric हो सकता है, angled हो सकता है, कभी कभी sharply bent हो सकता है. So this could be the midpiece defects. Now the tail. The tail I have told you, it is having the principal piece and the terminal piece. This principal piece should have a uniform caliber along its length and it should be thinner than the mid piece and be approximately 45 micrometer long. So it can be looped back on itself provided there is no sharp angulation. Okay, अभी कभी कभी क्या होता है, there could be sharp angulation, there could be sharp hairpin bends, it can be coiled, it can be short, it can be broken, it can be irregular, it could have multiple tails, or there could be any combination. Then you have cytoplasmic residues. I have told you that cytoplasmic droplets can be there, but they should be less than 1/3 of the normal sperm head size. That is normal. Suppose if there are residual cytoplasm is considered as an anomaly only when it is exceeding 1/3 of the normal sperm head size. So अगर less than 1/3 है head size से तो वो normal हम बोलेंगे, अगर more than 1/3 है तो हम उसको abnormal और excessive cytoplasmic residue बोलेंगे. See, ये tapered head है, ये pyriform head है. So this is round, this is having no acrosome at all, this is only filled with nucleus. So this is amorphous head, this is the vacuolated head. So these are the head defects. Then you have neck defects. See, this is the bent neck here, this is an asymmetrical neck, there is a thick insertion here and this is a very thin insertion here. Then there is tail defects, this is a very short tail, this is a bent tail, this is a coiled tail, and here you can see the residual cytoplasm, and this residual cytoplasm is more than 1/3 of the head, so this becomes abnormal. If it is less than 1/3 it is fine, but if it is more than 1/3 this is excessive residual cytoplasm. And you can see that it is having an oval shaped head, intact mid piece है, uncoiled tail है, and this sperm with this normal morphology will be able to swim well and it will be able to move in a straight line. Normal sperm will also have healthy genetic information, and rather than having too many chromosomes or too few chromosomes. Okay, and जब भी ये too many chromosomes हो जाता है, too few chromosomes हो जाता है, that will lead to abnormally shaped sperms. So these are all the defects what you can see in the head neck as well as the tail along with excessive residual cytoplasm. In the next class, we will study in detail about the head abnormalities what we can see, and we can try to identify these abnormalities in the slides. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please like, share and subscribe the channel. Thank you.